We hope you're well. Now what you see in front of you here is the latest Levoit. It's the Vital 100S Smart Air Purifier, and as you can see, it's not a massive unit. Now, I was in conversation with Levoit and I said to him, you know, me and Wendy do suffer from a little bit of asthma and also hay fever. I get hay fever. And I said to them about, you know, just cropped up really, and they said to me, well, can we send you one of our air purifiers and, you know, you can see what it's like and maybe do a video. So they've kindly sent us this. Now, this is an unboxing video. Right, I'm not going to unbox it and tell you it's brilliant when I've not tried it, am I? It's not going to happen, so it's not in here, but the unit is quite light. Now, what I wanted to explain to you, what it actually says on the box here, it's got 3 large inlets, so it lets a maximum amount of air into it. Now, it's got a washable pre-filter. Now, this has been a problem with some air cleaners. We had one before. Well, no, we've had 2 or 3 smaller ones, but we did buy one large one, and it really weren't that good. I don't know what else to say. Now, this one has got a washable pre-filter. Now, that is where the dust initially collects, or particles. So because we're always amazed how our bedroom gets so dusty when you know, where does it come from? But we sleep with the windows open, although lately we've had to close them because of hay fever and asthma. Now, we've been using this and we found we're waking up much fresher. Now, we have got Levoit fans and they've been a big help to us, but this seems even better. This has been an improvement on that. Now, I don't know all technical details. I can read details out to you, but all I know, me and Wendy have run this for a week and we can tell a difference. Now, that's really as much as I can tell you. It really has made a difference. Now, the only other thing Wendy noticed, we have it on automatic mode and night mode. Now, on night mode, as soon as it gets dark, the lights go off, so there's nothing at night. And the automatic mode, Wendy's noticed, if you use any kind of spray your hair or whatever, it picks it up and it will increase the fan speed until the air is clear again. Now, it's got a sensor on it. I was surprised at that, how good that is. I mean, we can spray in the bathroom, you know, when you open the door, it will sense it, picks up that there's particles in the air, and it increases the fan speed to suck the air through. Now, this lasts for a few minutes until it's happy, and then it goes off and it goes back to normal speed. Now, at first we didn't notice, because even when it speeds up, it's not loud. But when it's on the lower speeds, you barely notice it. We don't hear it. I mean, I'm slightly deaf in one ear. I don't hear it at all. And Wendy says it's very quiet. Now, the fans are very quiet, but this, I think, is built to the same sort of standard, because this is so quiet. It's been brilliant. I can only tell you it's been good, because it has. For all the technical side, I mean, we've got decibel levels and all sorts, and there's loads of information about this and tell you how good it is. But from a layman's point of view, we plugged it in and set it up, and away it went. We set it on automatic and let it run, and it's been fine. It really has. Now, as I say, it's got a sleep mode, and it's also got a pet mode. Now, the sleep mode, I said it turns the lights off, and you don't know it's there really. You know, the air just feels fresher. Now, the pet mode, it cycles through different stages at different times to clean the air. And I have actually seen videos actually online, and it does clean the pet air. I've seen people with pets, and the amount of fur and feather and all sorts of things that's coming off the animals that it's picking up, but we've not got that. But it's still amazing where these particles come from. Now, we've actually run this unit for a week. Now, it is an unboxing video, but all I can say to you is it's well packed. It is well packed, and there's loads of information here, and there's a quick start guide. Now, I looked at this and I thought, here we go, I'm going to have trouble here, and I thought I'll set it up in the bedroom, we'll run it up for a week. It was so easy to set up, it just worked straight away. And the only problem, no, even that wasn't a problem, the only slight problem I had was connecting it to the internet, and that was simply because I couldn't remember the password. The actual machine connected, I went to connect it to the internet, so that because it's got a Vesync app online, and I went to connect it, it just worked straight away. It was so simple, and I thought, oh, password, I'm not ready yet. I expected it to be, you know, usually, Graham, mate, I'm here like this, scratching my head. I like Stan Laurel, but with this, it just connected straight away. Now, we have got other Vesync items, so whether that makes any difference, but I don't think so. It's just all the Vesync items have been brilliant to connect. Now, Vesync is the software that Levoit use and CADR, and I found it really easy to operate, but I'll show you a bit more detail on that. But as I say, we've got the quick start guide and also the booklet explaining everything. Now, I'm not going to read through all this, because if you're like me, I can go through this, but we want to switch it on and run it, and let's see how it goes. And I think you'd be the same. So what I'm going to do is get rid of this empty box. Let's get the unit out and let's have a look. Right, now here's the unit, and look at that. Now, things tend to look big on the table. This is not a huge unit, it's lovely. Again, the sizes are all there for you to look at, but it's not obtrusive at all. It's real, and we tend to have light colours in the house, as you can see behind me. This fits in beautiful with us, and on the top, look, it's got a black control unit. Now, you can't see anything at the moment because it's not plugged in, but at night, that's what it looks like. You wouldn't know it were there, and it's so quiet. Now, to us, that's a big thing. It really is, because I've noticed before, sometimes I wake up and if there's a little light on, I can see it, and it keeps me awake. You can't see anything with this. It really is good. Now, straight away, the first thing, there's a warning on the top there, and what they're warning you, it runs on an adapter here because it's actually low wattage. Look, very low wattage. I think it's 5 watt. Now, what I'm saying, this is underneath the unit, so whether they've had problems in the past where people have took this out and thrown the box away, I don't know, but this plug is in a box and it's under the unit, so just remember that. And the other thing, when you first get it, it does warn you that the filter inside is in a bag, and all you do, there's a little tag at the side which Graham's kept and not got it out of the box, but when we undo this, there's a little tag warning you that you have to remove that cover, remove the filter, the pre-filter, remove the filter and take it out of the polythene bag, because the pre-filter and the filter are in polythene bag. Now, you must remove that or it won't work. So that's your first 2 jobs. Make sure you've got the adapter, and make sure you remove the polythene bag from there. And there is a warning label which, actually, let me show you that warning label. Right, as I'm trying to explain, the filter is inside that bag, inside the unit, and that label is sticking out, and it's telling you on there, you maybe can't pick it out, it's telling you to remove the bag, which we did. It's so obvious, but I'm just warning you that you do have, obviously this is to keep the filter spotless. You don't want it collecting particles before you even get it. So it makes perfect sense. I'm sure that everybody understands that. But that is all you had to make sure, really. Other than that, it was just a case of plugging it in. Now, the reason I've not put the filter back in that bag is because we've run this for a week now, and I wanted to show you what the filter looked like after a week's running. Now there's only me and Wendy in this house, but as I say, we do get some dust in the air, we do, definitely, we know that. And we've also, we've had some builders next door. We had to close the windows because everywhere the dust was coming in. Now, I don't know what the filter's going to look like, I've not checked myself, but what we'll do now, we'll remove this cover, like I already did. It just pulls off, it's so simple. So that cover comes off. Now that shows you the filter. I don't know whether you can see that. Let me get the camera a little closer so you can see. Right, now that has run, you can see the filter in there. Now can you see those white dots? Now those white dots, they coincide with the holes in the cover. So that's where it's actually sucked the dust through. I hope you can see that okay. Now if I try and, you see there, look, that's dust. Wow, you can see that. Look, can you see that dust on my finger? I feel sure it's in shot and it's in focus. I hope so. Now, that is, well, I say I run it for a week. I've run it longer than a week. It's about a week and a half because I run it to make sure everything was fine. And then we said, let's do a test and put the meter on so we can check the electric. Now, let me put you back in the holder and I'll remove that filter so you can see. Right, now this filter, you just unclip it there. Maybe I should have done this in the first place because you can see now what that filter's like, and you can see, look, can you see the dirt on there? It's collected. Look along here. I hope the camera's picking, oh look at that. I hope the camera's picking this up because there is air on there, air. There is dust on there, definitely. Look at that. I'm going to have to go and clean that now. But, you know, you can see it's removing the dust. It definitely is. Now, this is the, well, they call it an HEPA filter, don't they? HEPA filter. And also this, there is different grades of filter. Now this is the standard one. Now there's a PET filter and a smoke filter, and I believe the difference is the amount of carbon in there and slightly different on the front, but you can see the bits of, can you see the carbon in there? Now this carbon filter is not one of the cheap, how should I put it, it's not one of the cheap, like it looks like a cloth. This has actually got carbon in the filter. Can you see it? Look. Oh, you can hear it, look, you see. Now that is bits of carbon in there, and that needs replacing about every 9 months. So, as it says back on there, look, and that is the actual filter. Now I've had a look online, and these were, I think they were 40 something pound, but we did find some generic ones that you can buy, and they were much cheaper. Now, I won't quote a price because, as you know, it always changes, but if you bought 2 filters, they were less than £30 a piece. So, and that's for 9 months. So you've got to think it's cleaning the air. Now, obviously, you could probably hoover that bit out, fair enough. So when they say 9 months, who knows, it could be longer. I'm not entirely sure yet. Now you can see the fan there, and that's what it actually looks like inside. And we've been surprised how good it's been, and that just slots in there. Look, there's no problem there. Now I'm going to have to go away and wash this. Let me wash this. Actually, let's wait till we've finished the review. Let's just clip it back in, because it's not as if it is that bad. You can't do anything with it, is it? Hang on, have I got that in the right spot? It's difficult to see when you're not standing right next to it. There we go. And then that just, it really is so easy. There's a lot of thought going into this design, you can see that. Now, it's got multiple entry. It's not just entering air at the front there, it does go in the sides as well. Obviously most it's going to collect the particles through the front, but it does do the sides as well, and there's a vent at the bottom, so it's quite good. Now on the side here, as you can see there's a little door. Now that is the sensor when the air changes. Now I can't remember how long they recommend, it is in the book, but you have to take that, open that door, and you may need one of those little cotton buds just to clean that so that it works more efficiently. But that is the actual sensor. Now we think that's really critical because, like I say, we can spray in the bathroom, and this is going off in the bedroom. It does realise that there's particles in the air. We've been really impressed. So what I'll do now, I'll switch the unit on and show you what it looks like. Now Wendy said to me, measure the length of the electric lead from the plug to the plug this end, where it just plugs in the back. It's very easy, simple. You can't do anything wrong. Now that is 2 meters long, just about 2 meters. I think it is, but you know, it's a little bendy, so it's 2 meters long. Now the unit itself, now if I'm, you know, you can measure this, the measurements are online, but roughly speaking, it's 320 millimeters across that way and 410 that way. So it's not a massive unit, but it's not tiny. Now the advantage of it being this size, it's small enough to go in places, but it's also big enough to do its job. Now there's all technical data telling you how fast it cleans the air. So I'm not going to get into that, but if you want to have a look, it's all there. Right, now I'm going to do my best to work this for you upside down. Now the manual controls are there. I mean, I could peel that off now because that's just warning you that the power unit is underneath, and it comes with this protective cover, which we don't need that now, do we? Look at that, it does look very smart. I'm more than pleased with the way it looks, it's just terrific. But you turn it on like that. Now it goes through a bit of a cycle. Well, it did do, but we've not had it switched off very long. There you go, look, can you see? There you go. Now the camera is very close, so I don't know what you can hear. That is very, very quiet, but there is different fan speeds and you can adjust them here. There you go, we're on the bottom one. There's the second speed, and there's the cuckoo clock again. Now there's the third speed, and obviously it gets louder, but that, to me, that's not excessively loud. And then when you go full out, there you go. But you can see it's reading blue at the minute. Now there's 4 different colours for the condition of the air. Now that is the bottom colour, then it's green, orange and red when the air is really bad. Now we've not, when you as I've mentioned, if you spray something it will go red till it's cleaned the air, but it's very quick at doing it. I mean, we can only do what we know. If I put that back on 1, there we go, it's just adjusting it. The fan in here is so quiet. Now we've got Levoit fans and they're tremendous, very quiet, and this is the same, so it obviously built very similar. We've actually got a Levoit Hoover as well that we've had for months. That's very good, and that's very quiet for an Hoover. Never mind, we're not on the Hoover, are we? We're on this. Now I'm going to show you now, but we've run this full tilt 24 hours a day for 7 days. And I'll show you some of the information we've got, because we've been really impressed. We really have. I don't think that's the best way to use the controls. The best way, is using the iPad or your phone. Well, not an iPad, you can use any pad. It's not just, it's Android as well as Mac. So you can run it runs the Vesync app, they all do. So that's fantastic. And the app is brilliant. And I'm going to show you that because I've been so impressed with this app. Let me bring you back. Now, I've just been into the other room and sprayed some deodorant, look. And it's set that off straight away. You can see it says the air quality is bad. Now, bad. I can smell it, but I wouldn't say it was bad. But straight away, look, the machines picked that up. Now this is from a separate room. I actually went and sprayed it in the kitchen. So you can see that's gone straight into action now. And that will keep going until it's cleaned the air. Because we've actually got it set on automatic and default. So this is the standard settings. Now you can alter these settings how you want, but we found this to work really well. And you can see it's coloured red because it's on red, look. Now you can be anywhere with this, anywhere that you've got Wi-Fi. So you could pick that up wherever. You can adjust it wherever you are, you can do just as you like. But we wanted it to run more or less automatic. And as you can see at the moment, that's detected bad air. Now this is going to take it a few minutes to clean this air, so I'll let it run and I'll bring you back. Right, now I've brought you back because you can see, look, that's gone from red to amber as it cleans the air, which we're still getting used to this after a week, but I think that is very good. Now it's gone green, look, while I've got the camera on. How lucky is that? Now look, it's showing moderate there, now it's gone to green, look. Now that's what I'm saying, I've been controlling it from the app, not from here. So it's all takes some getting used to it, but it's dead simple. And as I say, all we've done, we've set it on auto and night mode, and then you can just forget it. And it does the job and it cleans the air. And as I just demonstrated, I sprayed that in another room and it picked it up with that sensor on this side and it cleans the air. I mean, I sprayed that, it must be 20 foot away, and it only a slight spray and it still picked it up. This thing is very sensitive, but that's surely what we want. I mean, to be fair, I'm saying it picked it up easy, but I could smell it in the air standing next to it, so I think that's a good test. I'm really impressed with that. Now I could have let the camera run because it's not took a long time. It's only a matter of minutes, but I weren't sure how long it takes. But that in itself is impressive. But there's loads of information on here that I wanted to show you. Now, on the Vesync, on the app, I actually took a photograph. Let me show you. This picture here that I'm going to show you, look, that is showing you the air quality for the week that I've just run it. And as you can see, look, now the air quality wasn't bad. We live out in the sticks a little bit. We're not in the city. But you can see the air quality got better. Look, and it got really good there on the Tuesday. Now there, we had a load of building work outside. Somebody did, and you could see it in the air. I know it's kept the air clean, but it kept firing up, and you can see it's coming down again today, look. So that is 7 days running, 24 hours a day, look. We never switched it off. Now when I saw that graph, I was really quite impressed with that, so I think you should have a bit of a closer look at that. But we thought our air was fairly clean, but as you can see, it got cleaner over the week. Let me show you the next picture. Right, now this, we're on 97% left of life of the filter. As I say, it's been on for, well, it's about a week and a half, I suppose, but a week on the actual test. Now, I took this photo just to show you, this is how we got it set. We've got the display switched on and light detection switched on, which, like I'm saying to you, if it goes dark, the lights go off. And we've also got it set on auto, And as you've seen from the auto setting, if you spray anything in the air, it goes off. Now I'm just going to do that again. We go in the other room and just spray. Let's see if it detects that. I mean, I've come from the other room now, I can smell that, but I suppose I've just been in it. It should actually change the air condition. But how long do we have to wait before it picks it up? I know when we're upstairs, it seems really quick. It really does. I think I've gone too far away this time. It's not going to pick it up. But, oh, it has picked it up. Now, you see there, it's gone amber, then red. Oh, I mean, I can actually smell that now in here. Right, so you see, I know you're not going to set it off with deodorant, that's ridiculous. But all I'm trying to show you is how sensitive it can be, and it does clean the air. So if there's anything in the air, smells or anything like that, it's going to speed up until it's cleaned the air. Now we've got to wait till that goes back to green again. Now I keep setting it off, don't I? Right, now I've brought you back while that's still running on red. Now that is at its highest setting. That's not that loud, is it? And it's cleaning the air from me spraying all that polish. I wish I hadn't sprayed so much now. Sorry, it was polish and deodorant, so I've gone over the top. Typical Graham. But what I did want to show you, I thought this was really interesting. We've had the timer on it. Now, if I put the timer on, let's get right back to the start. I set that at 30 pence, look. So our running cost for electric is 30 pence per kilowatt. That's cost 18 pence. Right, now that is for 7 days, look. I stopped this just after it clicked on 7 days. So this machine has been running constant for 7 days. Now I had another graph to show you. I wonder where that's gone. And you could see where the fans come on and gone off and come on and gone off. I'll try and find that for you. It's all in the software, but as you can see, we've used just over half a kilowatt there in 7 days. So I'd say this is very efficient. Now I have seen more technical unboxing videos in ours, and to be honest, it loses you slightly, but I'm just giving you the short facts here. Now people are saying this thing is ultra quiet and ultra cheap to run. Now I can't really argue when we've had that running for 7 days, look, and it's cost, we put 30 pence in as our kilowatt per hour, it's cost 18 pence. So it's used half a kilowatt in 1 week. Tremendous. Not what I expected, look, 0.6 of a kilowatt. Now here, it used 2 watt, look at it, when it's running standard, it's using 2 watts. And at its highest, it uses 16 watts. So as it's bashing out now, trying to clean the air that I've contaminated, it's using 16 watts, which I think is tremendous. We're very pleased with this. As you can see, let me show you again, it's still on the red. I think you can just about see that. Now I was really impressed with that. Now let me see if I can find the other information I wanted to show you. Right, now I'm not sure how well you can see this, but it actually gives you all times of when it's on. You see, it's detected low air quality and automatically adjusted to a higher fan speed to maintain clean air. That's what it's doing now, look, on that red setting. And that's was at 11:18. Now it's 11:27 now. It's still running, but I went a bit crazy spraying the polish and the deodorant. It's my own fault. Now you can see there's other settings here when it's come on, and this is really while I've been doing this test now. But as you scroll down, there was low, look, this is all through the last week, look, and it even tells you when it's been on, when it's not been on, everything. Really impressive. But for the layman like me and you probably, we're not bothered, are we? We want to switch this unit on and let it run. So that's what we've done. Now I'm going to let that run. That's full pelt, and that is really moving some air. Let me try and show you. What have we got? I knew there'd be a use for the booklet. Can you see how? Look, that's actually lifting that. I've got to hold on to that. It's lifting it out of my hands. Now, look. Sorry, I have to hang on to that. Now, I feel that's quite impressive. Look, you can see how it's blowing that about. It will actually take off. Now, that's what it is. Now, all I'd say, in the conclusion for us, we've been really happy with this. And the main point I want to put over about this, we got the fan from Levoit, and that's helped us in the evening. We've had that in the bedroom running in the evening, and we've left it running all night. It's been fantastic. Now, when we received this Levoit, I thought, oh, this is going to be better, surely. No, it's not better, it's much better. We're waking in the morning fresh as daisies. We do feel much better. Now, the weather at the moment is on the change. Now, we've had really warm nights, and we've actually had a frost this morning. Now, we're waking up fresh as a daisy. It's great. This has been really good for us. Now, this is all in layman's terms. You know, this is no technical stuff. It's blowing my hair. There's plenty of technical stuff online. And as I say to you, we've run that for a week and it's cost 18 pence. Now, I'm quite impressed with that because I'm sure it's doing us good. Now, what we're going to do, and Wendy suggested this, we'll move this into the living room and we'll try it down here and see how we get on. I'm sure it's going to be better, but then I think we're going to miss it upstairs. So we'll keep testing this and see how it goes. But as it sits here, this standard, we're impressed with this, we both are. Right, so I'm going to shut up now because I think I've said enough. If that's not impressed you how good it is, I don't know what will. I'm not saying run out and buy one. I know very little about these things, but as I say, we've had a few in the past and they've been, you know, all right. This has been much better, but it's only the first week, but I've been impressed with this. It seems to be a sort of a standard with Levoit. The bits we've had from Levoit have been very well made and work really well. I can't really complain. They've all been terrific. Anyway, I don't want to bore you to death. So if you've enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It's clean there, mate. It's gone on to the lower setting. It's going to go green soon. It's gone on to amber at the moment. Now, please like and subscribe. Look after yourselves. We'll see you soon. This is going to go green anytime. I'm not going to bore you anymore. Bye.